stop by for new items at Made Right.
And now, here is your forecast first.
Not quite Halloween of 2019 when we got 3 inches of snow, but still what a day in the Quad Cities. That's some of the snow from earlier, the view from our Quad Cities cam. Now it's time for trick or treat, and finally the winds are dying down just a little bit, but you can see some video of the strong winds from earlier today. Here's the forecast first. Winds are still upwards of about 20 miles per hour, gusting 30 and 40 miles per hour, but again, these winds will be dying down just a little bit. Cold and blustery though. The wind makes it feel even worse. These are the actual temperatures, 37 in the Quad Cities. Here's the forecast first, and if you are heading out over the next couple of hours for trick or treat, bundle up. It stays cold and blustery. I'll let you know when we get some relief here in a few minutes on our Quad Cities News at 5.
Coming up, reaction to the removal of Brian Ferentz as offensive coordinator for the Iowa Hawkeyes football team. What head coach Kirk Ferentz says about that. And unsolved Halloween murder. A man gunned down in downtown Moline 5 years ago. How his family remembered him today. Our Quad Cities News at 5 starts now.
Live from the heart of the Quad Cities, you're watching our Quad Cities News at 5 on Local 4.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Needleman. Thanks for choosing our Quad Cities News at 5. Reaction comes from the Hawkeyes head coach about a big decision for the football team. That's after the university's athletic director announced Brian Ferentz won't be back on the coaching staff next season. The offensive coordinator happens to be Kirk Ferentz's son. That is the top story at 5. The decision to let Brian Ferentz go as the Iowa offensive coordinator won't be immediate. He will finish the season. Head coach Kirk Ferentz responded to that decision today. Hawkeye headquarters Blake Hornstein joins us live in Iowa City with that. Blake.
Yeah, Jim, I think the first thing that people thought of when they heard the news that Brian Ferentz wouldn't be brought back was, what was Kirk's reaction? And the one thing we learned today is that he very seriously took his protocol to handling coaches. He doesn't remove coaches during the season. He waits till after to evaluate. And now that was one thing he referred to today when making his opening statement. Take a listen.